Hey fragrance enthusiasts and friends, welcome back. It's Benjamin here at the Centaur Fragrance Channel, chatting about some more beautiful fragrance with you guys. How you doing? I hope that you're doing absolutely fantastic out there, staying safe, living well. What's your scent of the day? Let me know down there below, and let's jump into the video today. So today I wanted to highlight a whole new fragrance brand called Makin. If you don't know, he's a fellow fragrance reviewer, decided to make his own brand, and he decided to send me a couple things my way. I'm very grateful for that, and of course I'm going to love showcasing and experiencing this whole new brand on the scene. This one is it's called Sicilian Cypress, and this one's called Majestic Leather. I'll do full-length reviews of both of these here in the near future, but both of them are actually a pretty good quality. Again, this is more of a clone house of sorts. If you check out the website, there are a number of clone houses. There's Fragranza, everybody knows Alexandra and Dua, but there's also Zoha, which does a good job. So this brand, I wasn't sure if they were going to stand up to the competition. And I'll tell y'all more in my full-length reviews, but I actually am impressed, especially because of this little gem here. And I guess this is what this video is mostly going to be about. Sicilian Cypress, if you don't know, this one's a clone of Italian Cypress from Tom Ford's, which was discontinued at one point. They brought it back, and I think they might be discontinuing it again. If I can speak, discontinuing, that's a big boy word. But anyways, guys, it's a strong fragrance, and it's a beautiful fragrance. I've always loved it. It's a mint fragrance with a patchouli. It has some greenness to it, but it doesn't exactly smell like an oak moss blast of a fragrance. It doesn't, to me at least, smell like an oak moss fragrance. It's too heavy that way. But there's a certain elegance and refinement about it. But again, it has some of that Tom Ford dark patchouli and some mintiness and a little bit of a chocolate vibe mixed in there, adding to more of a modern and almost a more playful vibe. But it's still confident, it's still bold, it's still it has a denseness and a richness to it. This fragrance brought it to us for a much more affordable price. Again, the Italian Cypress is sometimes hard to get, or it's just outright discontinued, and it's really expensive for what it is. And they did a really good job here. There's this DNA in the background of all these fragrances, and I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it's almost, to me, like a heavy, almost like a full-bodied but modern, almost synthetic jasmine that adds a certain sensuality and really brightens up these fragrances. There's a certain type of DNA behind some of the fragrances from this brand, and I do think that that adds a nice quality. And I do feel like with this version of the fragrance, there is an amber mixed in, but the amber is kind of that amber quality coming through is blended pretty nicely with this one. So I can't complain. It brings me to a fragrance that I've always wanted a full-size bottle of, but just so terribly expensive and hard to get. And this brings me pretty close and actually makes it more wearable. Again, it turns it a little bit more to the woody side and the ambery side, and instead of that green patchouli side. And so the fragrance originally was more maybe of a nighttime fragrance, more for some people maybe a fall and winter fragrance. This one makes it a little bit more wearable, maybe like a spring fall fragrance, but it's still got some weight behind it. It's still got a little bit of sweetness, again some dark green vibes, and it's just it's a pretty good creation. I do think this one's good, and if you're a gentleman out there, you never got your nose on the original, this one might be an affordable take and an affordable reach on a fragrance that was already just, you might never have the chance to get your nose on it, or maybe you just don't like to pay the Tom Ford prices. I know that I don't, so I can be a little bit cheap. I'll be showcasing and reviewing some of these a little bit later. This one's Majestic Leather, and again, I'm getting some of that. It's really interesting. It's got a little bit of a almost, I don't want to scare y'all, but almost a tiny bit of an indolic touch, like a jasmine with a little bit of indolic. And that's a DNA, I get behind some of these fragrances. But the Majestic Leather, it has a really smooth suede-like leather. There's some supporting spices in the background. And I'll get back to y'all on more of the details of this one, but it's an interesting leather fragrance. I think it's better for layering, but it's not a bad fragrance by any means. And guys, I think this is another house to be on your radar, or that can be on your radar. I know a lot of people dismiss or love or hate clone houses, and I usually suggest going for the original, but if you get better longevity, or they put a good twist on the original fragrance, or if it saves you a lot of money and maybe you're not so fussy about the quality or being loyal to the brand, you know, clone houses can do beautiful things. So I do want to put this out there. Again, I know that some people hate clone houses. I know that some people love clone houses. I think it's up to you to decide what's worth your money. Some people, if they get something that's close to the original and they save a lot of money, or maybe they just want to buy a 50 mil or a smaller amount of the fragrance, they don't want to even have 100 mils of it, clone houses can give that to people. So there's no dispute that there's popularity and there's a lot of people who really like these clone houses. They're kind of becoming a big business. Parfums Vintage has also really become successful overnight almost, and they started out and their whole deal was cloning Aventus, Creed's Aventus, and we've seen so many brands come out with clones of course, that fragrance. But anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap up this review. Check out the brand down there below. Check out, I'll link down there below this guy's YouTube channel as well if you want to check him out, and ask him some questions if you'd like. I do think that they're pretty good. I think they got a good balance of richness and weight behind them, and also wearability. So give them a chance, see what you think, and get back to me. Again, I haven't seen or heard too many fragrance reviewers review these fragrances or talk about this brand, and I'm all about showcasing fragrances that maybe not everybody's heard of. So anyways, guys, peace out. I hope that you're doing absolutely fantastic. Again, share with me down there below what's your scent of the day. Maybe let me know what you think of clone houses or clone fragrances. Are they absolutely immoral to you? Are they offensive? Or do they save you some money? And do you think that they do a great job? Especially maybe if they're bringing back discontinued or really hard to get fragrances. Let me know in the comment sections below. Anyways, guys, I'll see you next time. I'm a fragrance lover, I'm a fragrance enthusiast, and you are too. And I hope to see you on the next video. I upload almost every darn day, so come back, and I have over 600 videos uploaded. If you have, some people say they come back a couple months and they think I've disappeared. I haven't disappeared. I haven't gone anywhere. I got 600 videos waiting for you. So I'll see you next time, everybody, and have a beautiful day. I'll catch you later. Wear what you love, rock what you got. My motto, you know it. And I'll see you later, everybody. Peace out, and bye.